All right, what's up, you fabulous people? Welcome to the Cinephile World Order, and that's Shawn Michaels, Juno Ramon, and I'm La Bestia de Salvaje, but he doesn't know that. Anyway,
Hasta la vista.
so yeah, tonight, I think this is a first watch for everybody. The Monkey's Head film. A lot of people. This was made in '69 or something like that.
68, I think it's
It was a Bob Rafelson, who was one of the Monkees producers of the television show, decided that they thought they could branch out and make a film, and it's definitely like a wild ride. It's like a kind of a psychedelic version of the show. There's a lot of like really like goofy things in it, and it's really good. I was telling Sean this last night, but I didn't show him, so I'll go ahead and show it now. That there's a Criterion box set called America Lost and Found, the BBS story. And the BBS stands for Bob Rafelson, Bert Schneider, and Steve Blauner, who basically wanted Hollywood to, they wanted to find new audiences with like a younger generation. And so they made a bunch of movies. Jack Nicholson was part of it. Um, it includes Head, of course, Easy Rider, which was, of course, directed by Dennis Hopper, uh, not Harper, but Hopper, and Five Easy Pieces. Jack Nicholson's directorial debut, Drive, he said, and a movie called A Safe Place. The Last Picture Show that was directed by Peter Bogdanovich, and then a movie called The King of Marvin Gardens, which was directed by Rafelson as well. So yeah, you get a bunch of movies in that box set. But of course, the only reason I bought it was to have a copy of Head and also to see Five Easy Pieces. Okay, so um, there is one announcement I'd like to make, and that's Johnny from the Wild Guys is our art director. He's our official art director
yeah.
because he makes a lot of cool things for us. And so I'm going to go through our roll call, and we have Zodiac Z, JVD, Jimmy Van Duzen, Rosalia, Chester Franklin, Johnny, of course, Anthony Chobits here with his huge, like, last name. Uh, and of course, uh, Miss Moonbeam is
Moonbeam.
here. 71 is here. Um, Russell is here. And yeah, I guess that's roll call, like, right now.
Yeah, what's
So,
up, everyone?
what's up, everyone? So I have been telling people there's also a surprise for tonight, and before I get to that, we have a special announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to achieve an R rating today, a motion picture must contain full frontal nudity, graphic violence, or an explicit reference to the sex act. Since this film has none of those, and since research has proven that R-rated films are by far the most popular with the movie-going public, the producers of this motion picture have asked me to take this opportunity to say, fuck you.
And actually, actually, this film has a G rating, but we just have to get the fuck yous out of the way. All right.
Yeah. It's better than just saying G-rated.
You got some kick-ass shit. 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 You got some kick-ass shit.
Sorry about cutting you off there, Sean. I think I got you right at the last second when you said G.
Yeah.
But apparently we have some kick-ass shit as well, and so without any other further interruptions, here's the awesome surprise, and I want to thank Johnny again for doing this. Now that's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
So, all right. And as I stated before, but I'll say it again. There is a YouTube link that was in a community post that I left earlier. Because Sean has tried the Look movie link and it wasn't apparently not working for him. But you guys, it's pinned at the top, and you guys can try either one.
Yeah, the Look movie link kind of just keeps buffering. It's like, it looks like it's like trying to load and it just doesn't load. So it's, but yeah, I got to pull it up on YouTube here, and you know, this is going to be a first time watch for me, so we'll see how this goes. But it looks like it's like about an hour, 25 minutes, so this will probably go by quickly.
All right.
I got to see it earlier.
Yeah,
Pretty
we'll
good.
get started in about 5 minutes, I guess.
We'll go to 5 minutes.
Oh man, I told you, Sean, last night. You know, I come up with something, the thing gathers legs, and we're on. You know.
Yeah, yeah. The way it usually plays out, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm still pondering the T-shirt idea. I think that would be fucking killer. You know.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, I guess. At some point, I'll have to look more into that, really. Yeah, we'll see.
Rated G for Gooch and rated Q for Queef.
Yeah. Rated Q, what's that? Yeah, tomorrow we'll be right back on my channel again for like the 4th day in a row for me with streaming. but yeah, tomorrow night we'll be right back at it again on my channel with John Wick Chapter 2. And you'll be there too, right, Juno? You'll be there tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow
Alright,
for John Wick Chapter 2, which is my personal favorite in the franchise.
Okay, cool.
Because
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the John Wick movies with you, because you missed out on the first one there, so we got 3 left.
Yeah, I could not make it for that one because I was like a few hours away from the house, and I would not made it in time because as soon as I got home, it was like already dark, and I saw that the stream was already done.
Yeah, no, that's fine, man. Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Juno 2,
I
Electric Boogaloo.
I do enjoy the first one. Like I feel like the first one, it is the best one because it has the first starting story where John getting revenge on his wife and his dog, and he's kicking ass and taking no names. Like, it is a pretty badass revenge movie.
Yeah, I just think, with chapter 1, you get a better feel for John Wick's backstory, really. Because like once you get to the second movie, you should already be established with the character.
Yeah.
Like everything that he's about.
And also, part 4 will be your first time watch, Sean, in the series.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that. Like I'll be watching it by myself probably like next week, and then I'll watch it for the first time with you guys on the stream. So yeah, still have yet to see that one right now.
Oh yeah, and for those of you that didn't see it the other night, Juno has a special friend now.
Yeah. Juno and Belial.
Belial's my friend. He's my man's best friend.
Yeah.
Belial is your homie,
It's like
Yep.
it's like a screenshot for like Perfect Strangers or something. Juno and Belial, Perfect Stranger.
But yeah, since Jen's in here, she was mentioning that her favorite Monkee was Peter, and actually the Monkees were the first concert I ever went to when I was 2 years old, 1967. It's not 1937, that's 67, just to be clear about that. And a couple of things, because most people are like, well, you were 2 years old, how could you remember anything about that? Well, I don't, except I couldn't tell you what songs they played, but there was an album that was like that Rhino put out when they were reissuing their albums, and I remember, the only thing I can remember was that they were dressed like they were in the TV show, and that they had these oval screens behind them. And I remember one showed like a dog, a baby, just flowers. I don't know, a lot of weird stuff, because it was just going, and so this album, I looked at the back cover, because I was always like, I know they had screens, and nobody, he's like, no, my mom was like, no, I don't think so, she goes, because it was me and my mom and my dad, and I said, no, I swear to you, they had screens. And so when that record came out, I looked at the back, and sure enough, there's this picture of them playing, and the oval screens were in the background. And then what my mom tells me was that, we actually had front row tickets. My grandmother, she finagled something, to get us front row seats. And so like all these girls were there, and they'd be screaming, like at them. And I was always looking around like at the girls, because I mean, I'm trying to, my 2-year-old brain is trying to wonder why everybody's fucking screaming. And then after it would be totally silent, I would start screaming. That's what, just because I was, copying them, stuff. And so I don't know, but, yeah. So, it's just so fucking weird, but Hey, Corey from Wilkie's Movies and Music
Hey,
is
Corey.
here.
Yeah, what's up, Corey?
So, yeah, it was, a trip, I mean, and, I wish I knew more, but, once I build that time machine I've always wanted to buy, maybe I'll go back in time and go see them again. I did see Michael Nesmith solo though once, and he put on a really good show. So, all right. Well, if everybody's about ready, let me know, and we will get the show on the road.
I think I'd rather watch Ace Ventura: When Nature Queefs. It's recommended there in the chat by Rosalia, so let's watch that instead. We also have Jim's here from Jim's Movie Channel. What's up, Jim?
Just saw him, and I was gonna say that and stuff.
I was gonna say hi to him.
I always thought the Monkees always sounded like they were like up there with the Beatles and the Zombies. I always thought they were great.
Well, I mean, they were, but the weirdest thing was that, they were basically all picked for that show, and technically that's all it was supposed to be. But the fact that they were musicians and they, when they started playing together, they liked, like what they were doing. And, you know, like when their first album became this huge hit, Don Kirshner, who was this producer, and later he had his show, Don Kirshner's Rock Concert. The second album, he didn't even tell them about it. Basically, he just took all these songs that they had in the can and put them in an album. Came out with More of the Monkees. And like Mike Nesmith, I remember a story that he was so pissed off about it that he kicked a hole in a wall, and told him that it was bullshit. And they used this ridiculous like photo where they were all in these like JC Penney clothes, and they were pretty pissed at it. And then people were saying, well, you guys, you have studio musicians and stuff like that. So then they said, well, fuck it, we're gonna do an album, we're gonna play all the instruments ourselves. And that was the Headquarters record. But my favorite Monkees album is Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones. That's a really good fucking record.
Yeah. We're all ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it pulled up here on YouTube. I'm gonna watch it on my tablet.
Salty P is here, so there we go.
18.
Yeah, what's up, Salty P? So it looks like we got 14 people in the chat right now.
Jim says, what Michael Nesmith project is worse, Head or Time Rider? Well, I don't even really remember Time Rider. But he also worked, he's a producer for Repo Man. So. Somebody needs to have a Halloween Goochtacular in October.
Yeah, I'm trying to plan something out like that for October. Like, we already have some things planned for October right now. Like, Terminator will be 40 years old. Saw will be 20 years old. Like, there's a couple things planned out for October right now, but I don't know. Like, we'll come up with some other things though for that time of year.
And HE will be one piece of shit. I'm gonna schedule for October.
Yeah, I know. We might be doing Terrifier in October too. We're supposed to do that like a year ago. Still never got around to it.
Good things come to those who wait, especially if it's Terrifier.
If people wonder what the hell HE I'm saying, it's Halloween Ends. I just don't want to say the whole name of that movie. That movie sucks. That's what I'm planning for a rant on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'll go back and watch Halloween Ends again. I'll watch it again, see if it ages.
I do want to plan.
It's coming out.
I do want to plan. I want to plan that out for October.
All right. So is everybody ready? All right. I'm gonna do the countdown from 10, and then we'll go. We'll start this up. 10. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm not P. Rich. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit play. There is a part in this where there are cameos by Dennis Hopper and Jack Nicholson. It's really quick. I'll try to point them out and stuff.
What is this, like the beginning of Zombie? You know, like when the boat's just like drifting through the bay and everything, all the cops show up. It's just like that's what it kind of feels like right now. What it is, like a grand opening on the bridge here? Like I don't understand why it's like. Is that what that is? Like a grand opening of the bridge?
Well, you'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The mic is queefing back and forth, you know.
It seems like it. Who the fuck has a grand opening for a bridge like this? What the fuck is going on here? Does this guy like wants to be like the first person to jump off the bridge, I guess? I don't care if I die, I'm the first person to jump off the brand new bridge.
Then you have this magnificent song, the Porpoise song. We got Shamarla Scott in here.
Hey, what's up, Scott?
I ate tacos earlier, Scott. They were delicious.
Yeah, I had tacos today too.
I did.
There was this band called Bong Water, and they did a really good cover of this.
Bong water.
Yep.
I can, I can already see like the psychedelic element of this movie,
Right.
like with all like the inverted colors underwater and shit.
Jen says she should have gotten high for this one.
Yeah, probably recommend it.
Jim says he accidentally tasted Bong Water once, and it was not pleasant.
I mean, if you smoke a bong long enough, I'm sure something's gonna splash up into your mouth. So,
I wish these music would play in horror movies, man. Because I feel like it kind of makes the horror movies look more scary when you have all these crazy older music playing in the background instead of the shitty music they play nowadays.
Yeah, like this music makes me think of like that movie Mandy. It's
Yep.
kind of like that in a way.
Because I'm using that as an like, why is that? Because in Thanksgiving, even around Thanksgiving, I hear all this shit. Like, there's this shitty rap pop music that's playing. I'm like, why can't they just put like really older music like this in those kind of movies? Like, damn, that would make it a really perfect way to
And you
show the killer more like he has good taste in music.
and you see that Mickey was rescued by two mermaids and stuff.
Two mermaids.
Yeah. Yeah, I like The Trip, Russell. It's a pretty decent movie.
Even that movie you're living in has some good soundtrack in it.
So here we have this scene where this girl is going around kissing each one of them to find out who's the better kisser.
Yeah, I would imagine that's the best way to figure it out. I mean, hopefully she figures it out. So Jim's saying that Joe Dante wanted to make a movie called The Man with Kaleidoscope Eyes, but it was about Russell Corman tripping on acid while taking the trip, and Bill Hader was going to play Roger Corman. Wow, that sounds ridiculous.
God. You know, it's really funny though, like in Corman's book, how I made, 100 movies or, and only spent $10,000 or whatever. He gets to this point where he talks about him and his wife there in Sweden. And it was the first time he tried psychedelics, or Switzerland, I think, and they're going skiing. But then he begs off on the part about what he experienced on the LSD. So I thought that was kind of shitty,
Okay.
So she leaves Mike in the dust because he's like, "Why don't you come here later when the guys aren't here?" And she's like, "Are you kidding?" Hey, geez. It's all right, Jim.
Yeah, we don't really have any filters or censors
Yeah,
on our channel, so it's whatever.
it's all good, Jim. I say piece of shit all the time. Which is always my line. It's a piece.
It's where they were in, like, I think they said there was. Oh, it's not up to that part yet. I thought it was coming up.
So, like, what is this? Just like fast forward now into wartime? Like,
Hey, there's all sorts of, things,
Yeah, I was just trying to like figure out why like the story was a shift in there into a war.
Yeah, it shifts into a lot of things. Peter makes the cover of Life. Jim goes, just go with it, Sean. Story? What story? Mystery one.
Yeah, if we're gonna write a song for the CWO, I think we might have to just leave it up to Rosalia to write it. You know, we don't need no stinking gooches. Everybody's got a regular helmet on besides this one dickhead wearing a football helmet in the middle of a battle. Darius Goocher. Goucher. Darius Goucher.
Okay, so this is the bit. I think they actually were, when they played this song, Circle Sky, which I think is one of Mike's best songs that he ever wrote, that this was actually in a shot in a mall, I think, or something. And they put all this like Vietnam footage in it and stuff, which was bizarre as fuck, you know.
All right, take care, Jim. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for coming in, Jim. Always good to see you. The only thing is, Davey doing those maracas, he looks like he's having a fucking seizure.
Yeah. It's like the maracas are actually shaking him.
Right. This bit's great because they're, it looks like they're ripping them apart, but it's actually like mannequins and stuff. You see.
Yeah.
This chick holding Davey's head,
And Liv Style Rewind is here. What's up, Liv? Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, Liv.
And there's our former dead president, Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, the actor?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was acting the whole time he was president, too. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Baloney? Perhaps not.
Who's vice president? Jerry Lewis?
I'll be right back.
All right. This is weird. The first time like I ever heard of this movie, like on the CBS affiliate, like I think it is summer, like when I was 13, maybe. I was looking through the television guide, and then, they advertised this movie that it was like going to be on at like 2 a.m. And I guess, that was all over most of the CBS affiliate stations and stuff around the country and everything. Don is here. He says, I see an advertisement for
Hey,
Head.
Don.
I'm there. Hello. Hello, Mr. Night Owl.
What does everybody want? Head.
Yeah. So I hadn't seen it then, but I remember asking my mom about it because I was like, do you know about this Monkees movie? Because of course I was young when this came out. I think I was 4. So I was like, what is that? I've never even heard of it. And she said she had never heard of it. So I just was like, well, then it was actually the first movie I saw when I moved to San Francisco in this theater, the Red Vic, which was this really small theater, and you sat in couches or in these, comfy chairs and stuff, and they serve you these. You get popcorn, and they serve it in a huge bowl, and stuff, and it was a good place to go to see movies and things,
In that box set, is that the Easy Rider movie? That's
yeah, it's got Easy Rider in it. Yeah, the Dennis Hopper movie, Jack Nicholson movie.
What?
That bit always cracks me up. Psst. What? Psst. And he just takes off. No, Russell, you're a cult classic. So this whole army decides to give up just because he's an American.
An American.
What? Don just got here from Night Owl Movie Talk.
Yep.
Don. Yep.
Hey, what's up, Don? Is that tank got an Italian flag on it? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, because he was talking to him in Italian, asking him if he was Americano. Hands him the gun and everything. Boom, boom, surrender. It's the best way to get a Coke. Blow that fucking machine up.
A random Coke machine in the desert.
Yeah.
Random Coke machine in the desert. Fuck.
Queefing and gooching in Las Vegas. They sure got to kiss a lot of women in this movie, I tell you.
Yeah, I think this movie would make more sense if I was high.
Yeah. See, Grande's missing it because there's clothed yits, but not naked yits in here. He should have a, like a slogan, Grande's Graveyard, only about the yits.
Only for the yits. Only for the yits. Yits.
I don't own that movie, Russell.
Which one's that?
Magic.
Oh yeah, with Anthony Hopkins. That is a good one. That one's like, I don't know. I think it's actually like a really good movie, like just to watch like his performance. Really, like everything around it's good too, but like just the way he talks to that doll throughout the whole entire movie, just the way he carries that is just like that's not easy to do.
See, now we go to a Western, scene, and we have a young Teri Garr in this.
She was in I know she was in Martin Scorsese After Hours.
Yeah,
with
she's in After Hours. She's in Mr. Mom.
Mr.
She
Mom.
gets
Yep.
a little cut or whatever on her finger, and then she dies. You know, he said, "Suck the blood out." Well, maybe she got bit by a rattlesnake or something.
I love how obvious the background sets are.
You're right.
It's obvious that it's a painted board, you know.
A lot of older movies did that. Even Hitchcock movies did that.
Well, yeah, that was like, you know, the normal thing to do, but you know, it's just funny, like compared to like most films that we watch nowadays, we don't see too many movies with the, you know, painted
Yep.
atmosphere in the background.
But see, that's the thing. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore. These fake arrows, these fake sets, they just walk out through the posters and shit. And they just walk through. And then we have
He's talking about the other Magic movie. I thought he was talking about the Anthony Hopkins one.
Magic Christian. Well, yeah, if you don't say Magic Christian, how the fuck am I going to know what you're talking about?
Well, yeah, right. What helped to, you know, be 100% on that.
And then we've got Timothy Carey, who was a character actor in here. There's a lot of character actors in here. So. Actually, Russell, you should get Dana to show that because that's one of her favorite movies, you know, and then you can, you know, your senses will be dulled by her, you know, slow talking and everything. Just drop that flower pot. So this is the scene. You'll see Jack Nicholson and Dennis Hopper briefly. I hate when that happens, trying to fight your way through a crowd.
Yeah, because the entire crowd doesn't know how to walk through a door.
Right.
Go find a line, damn it.
I'd like a glass of cold gravy with a hair in it, please. You know.
Cup of mushrooms? The fuck?
Right. This was this boxing scene. I think it was actually Sonny Liston with him, the actual boxer, but he's not beating the fuck out of him, you know.
That's really him?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Hey, Jane, good to see you.
Hey there, Jane.
Jane Doe Latte. What's up, Jane?
And there's Annette Funicello right there. That's a bang up job on Davey, you know, trying to keep one eye open. Yeah. I have to talk to Marcia Brady because she's the president of the Davy Jones fan club. Stairway to Gooch. Rosalia, that's excellent. See if he can hit me just once, just once.
Damn, he just like barreled through that guy with the popcorn.
Yeah.
Just totally knocked his popcorn out of his hand.
He knocks Liston the fuck out.
He's sucking the shit out of everybody. Damn,
Yeah.
he slapped the shit out of his girl.
Shit. That's cool, Russell. Yeah, now Pete's the dummy.
Damn. Boy, there's a bunch of random punching in this one.
So, okay, there's Bob Rafelson right there in the blue shirt. And then the bit coming up with Nicholson and Hopper is going to. Yeah, that's Jack Nicholson in the white hat there.
Nicholson. Here's Johnny.
And there's Hopper right there with the hair and the mustache that just passed by.
King Bowser and Jack Torrance.
Roadhouse Gooch. That's a great one, Sean, with the Gooch cube. The soundtrack to this, has all these like tunes, and then but it has sound clips, in different places and stuff as well. And when I used to do this radio show back in 2009, the year I met Miss Moonbeam, she used to listen to my show, and I used to play all sorts of fucking sound clips and goofy shit, just like I do on here. Stop that, Rosalia.
Hey there, Moonbeam.
Oh man, God knows what that red shit was that guy just started drinking that came out of that random pipe.
It was the stuff. Yeah.
It was like fucking tomato juice or something with like fucking diarrhea in it.
I just love how like Davey keeps seeing all these accidents and stuff and nobody else does, you know, and he's like, what the fuck?
Everyone's too stupid to realize.
See, and then they get trapped in this fucking like deal.
I can't make sense of anything I've like really watched so far. Like, it's so hard to put this together.
So they're in Victor Mature's hair, and then they have this whole thing with him like later.
Turn it into some Honey I Shrunk the Gooch.
That's what it's like to go into a fucking vacuum, you know. There's a huge cigarette in there. This is like the incredibly shrinking Monkees, you know. Jimmy says I'm tripping on my nightly meds and this movie makes perfect sense. Well, at least you've made it through this far. He came over to watch it with me once, and I looked over, and his ass was passed out, and he hadn't been drinking.
You gotta watch how much Seroquel you take there, Jimmy. The incredible shrinking gooch.
You got a tack and a nail. See, Davey hung on there. So, you know. Hey, Chris. Chris C., the slasher dude, is here.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
We're a little over 45 minutes.
And now Davey's out of the astronaut outfit, and he's into this whatever the fuck.
How did they get out of the vacuum cleaner? They were stuck in there, right?
Well, I think he was hanging on, and then he dropped. You know, he dropped out. You know, and then his
Like,
fucking.
I know he climbed on the one dude's back to get out.
His tuxedo keeps changing fucking colors here and stuff, you know. He's actually, probably trying to copy fucking Tom Jones, because Tom Jones used to wear suits like this and shit.
It's not unusual to be loved.
I hope everything's going well, Chris.
Mm-hmm. What's new? Disappointed. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I think you need one of those necklaces he's got on, Juno.
Yep. I should get one of those.
And then her suit changes colors as well, you know. Yeah, if anybody is gonna have epileptic seizures, close your eyes. Yeah, Russell, when I saw Elvis, which was spring of or almost spring of 1974, I was 8, and it was in the Astrodome, and women were throwing bras and men were throwing hats, and it was bedlam. It was at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo too, so I'm surprised, Elvis didn't shoot a cow. That would have been a highlight. I mean, he was great though. It was awesome seeing him. So I can say I've seen the king of rock and roll.
What if you just kept asking that the whole night? Hey, can I shoot that cow?
I want some fucking steak, goddammit.
Look, Elvis, we already told you can't shoot any cows.
I gotta blow something away. Oh, and here's speaking of cows, here's a cow with Frank Zappa.
Monkees is the craziest people.
A cow with a German accent. Go fucking figure. Uh-oh, here comes the big black box out of the ground.
And Derek's here from Woo Riders. What's up, Derek? Hey, yo.
Woo!
Hey, Will.
Yeah, that sucks, man. He just got burned at 2:30.
Yeah, that's not good.
2:35. Fucking towing a car. Jesus Christ.
This guy playing the cop, I can't think of his name, but he was another character actor through like the 60s, 70s and stuff.
Shut up. Chris said he's got an antivirus thing saying he can't watch Look movie anymore.
Wow, that's fucked up.
I watch it at the library that I go to because I don't know if they have antivirus or some shit, but I watch the movies on Look movies on there, and they actually play really. They play pretty well. Like I don't get like no stoppage or something.
Yeah.
So, like sometimes I watch movies on Look movies if I don't want to waste money in case the movie's a piece of shit or something. Rather just waste money on a good physical media than watch a piece of shit that you waste your money on.
Yeah, at the end of the day, too, it's you gotta buy and collect what's good for you.
Yep.
The timestamp is currently on my end 52 minutes.
No, Chris, that celluloid dream site is fucked up. I tried to get on there the other night, and I think somebody hacked in it or put a virus thing on it. Shit, because it wouldn't let
the
me on.
celluloid? What's that celluloid? What is that?
Celluloid Dreams. It's like a new label. They only right now they've got only one Blu-ray available. They're like a giallo site, but they're gonna put out Black Belly of the Tarantula.
Okay.
Okay, I have that on DVD actually.
It's like what the Bloody Iris is the one that they've got you can buy right now. It's like $40.
Here it is, right here.
Yep, that's a great fucking movie.
Yeah, actually, I haven't seen this in a very long time.
Leave Lizzo alone, Zodiac. So now we got some kind of thing out of Black Sabbath here.
Yeah, the further inside that mansion or whatever looks really cool. Yeah, it's like turning into a giant dungeon now.
There's some severed head like on the ground there, and that skeletal has the knight's thing on it with a sword in it. Can you imagine? There's all those knight suits and shit on the floor, and he's tripping all over them. So they have somebody come out. Oh fuck! Can't you clean up this garbage?
Get to straighten up your nonsense.
This door keeps changing different colors. That's not the Black Sabbath I was talking about, Russell. I was talking about the movie with Boris Karloff. Oh shit! What the fuck was that? It was an ant.
This movie's strange, man.
Bro. Oh, see, we just got those natives. It's going to turn into fucking Cannibal Holocaust any second.
Or like the beginning of Dead Alive. Remember when the guy gets bit by the monkey and like Zingaya, and they cut off his arm. Zingaya.
Now it's Planet of the Apes.
When that dude's mother, man, or whatever, when she gets bit by that fucking thing, she's just like getting all those fucking boils on her.
Oh yeah, that movie's so disgusting.
And then when she tries to eat that soup, and just so fucked up.
Well, she's like already dead, and she's trying to eat the custard, and her fucking ear falls in the custard, and she eats it. And the other lady across the table sees her eat it, and then she's like, "Oh my god!" Like, dude, that scene is actually rough to watch. Cause like, there's that one scene too when she's got the bandage on her arm, and she like touches it, and then the blood squirts through the bandage, and it goes all into the pudding and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, man. I don't like, that's a scene I could truly not like. I can't be eating food while watching that scene. It's fucked up.
So now this cop is doing like a stripper dance, but it's not like that one cop in Desperate Living,
Yeah, Dead Alive, man. That movie will never get old.
They need to, man. I'm tired of Jackson saying he's gonna put those fucking movies out, and he hadn't even showed up. You know.
Even
Yeah.
that thing, Meet the Feebles. What the fuck, Jackson? Give us those motherfucking movies. Quit sticking us with the Hobbit movies. Give us Bad Taste and Dead Alive. Those are more needed.
I think at some point it'll happen, but just not looking like it's going to happen anytime soon. Like, I have the Blu-ray for Dead Alive, but it's like such a regular ass Blu-ray. Like, transfers, like, no big deal. It's not even the full fucking, brain dead cut either. It's just the unrated cut.
That's why when directors say that, oh, they're going to do this and that, trust me, they're not going to go with it right away. They're going to take their sweet ass time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I remember hearing that on like Facebook or something years ago that Peter Jackson was working on HD prints for Dead Alive and Bad Taste, and then that news just like disappeared. Nothing ever came of it.
Yeah, Scrappy did suck.
Lionsgate released Dead Alive on Blu-ray, Chris, and then it went out of print. And now the DVD and the Blu-ray's out of print, and I think there is like an import you can get of like the brain dead cut on Blu-ray. I think you can get on like Amazon UK or something like that. But I don't know. That film definitely needs an upgrade. Like, also like the aspect ratio needs to be fixed on it too. Like, there's a lot of room for improvement for a movie like that at this point.
See, because Mike woke up from a nightmare. See, that's probably the whole gist. It's like Mike's just been having a nightmare. Whoop, because Mickey just fell and look, his nose is all broken and he's a fake.
Chris is asking if we like Lake Mungo. I fucking hate that movie. I fucking can't stand that movie. It gets so hyped up all the time and nothing happens in it. Nothing at all.
That's how I feel with Night Swim. Nothing doesn't even happen in Night Swim.
I'm safe. I haven't seen it yet.
I don't know, man. Like, I always see like these positive reviews for Lake Mungo, which is like the reason why I ever decided to see it. Like, people were saying like it's a super creepy movie, and I'm watching. I'm just like, wow, nothing's fucking happening, and people are hyping this shit up. Like,
did you ever see The Horseman, Sean?
Huh?
The Horseman. Have you ever seen that?
I don't know.
It's this Australian movie. This Australian movie about this guy who his daughter is kidnapped, or she runs away. I can't remember, but it's kind of like the Australian version of Hardcore, sort of, where like the guy, he goes out to find his daughter, and then he meets this girl on the way, and there's this, I mean, it's a bit different. It's like a revenge film, kind of like Hardcore is, but it's different because he goes to these different like places to find her and find these guys, and man, it's kind of a hard watch. But he, these guys try to fuck him up, and then he's fucking the other ones up. I mean, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I just pulled it up now. It looks interesting though. It's like an action thriller. I'll have to give that a watch. But fuck Lake Mungo, though. Seriously, fuck that movie, man.
I know it might stream.
Definitely a one and done for me. Watched it one time. That thing is a table coaster now.
Yeah. I know.
So now they have this huge party for Mike in this big place, and he wasn't even sure what the hell was going on. So we have another full-on psychedelic sequence here.
Sean, when you were talking about Lake Mungo, like I mentioned that new movie Civil War. I was disappointed with that movie.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
I was disappointed with it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like blown away by it, but
Yeah.
it held my interest. I was, I enjoyed it for what it was, but I don't know. It's kind of, I guess, like I don't know. I'm not really used to A24 doing war movies and stuff, but they really are branching out at this point.
Hell, they just put
I,
out that 40. It's the 40th anniversary of the Talking Heads Stop Making Sense film.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
It's a concert film that the Talking Heads did, and Jonathan Demme made it. The guy that did Silence of the Lambs,
yep. Dawn of the Dead.
and they cleaned it. The A24, I guess the rights reverted back to them, and they wanted to find a studio that would re-release it. And A24 says, "Hell yeah, we'll do it." And they cleaned it all up. The music was remixed and mastered, and the film, they did a bunch of stuff, and it looks a lot clearer than it did back in the day.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
For A24, they're almost getting their hands on the rights for Halloween, which I do not want to see another fucking Halloween movie again.
Yeah,
If they
I'm
do
not.
Season of the Witch or something, like if they do Season of the Witch, that'll be cool. But another Michael Myers story, I'm out.
Yeah, I feel like I was already taken on a ride with that, with the original trilogy we just got. I feel like I was taken on a ride with that, and it's too late now. Like you guys already took me on a ride to nowhere. So like I'm over it. I'm on to something else now.
Unless it's Season of the Witch, like let's do Season of the Witch for anthology every year at Halloween. I'm up for that. Like if I don't know, maybe A24 does it interesting way where we see more graphic stuff like how Halloween 3 does. That'll be awesome, but I'll just see like
Yeah.
I don't know. But an A24
Yeah,
Myers movie, yeah. No.
So you might
like
tip
just to
about this party.
add on that idea though, like I almost like I'm kind of open to like a new Tales from the Crypt if it's done right, I guess you could say. But like I don't know, I kind of wish we still
And
had
I'll tell
something
you
similar
something
to
else.
like Masters of Horror
And
too.
the same thing goes for Christmas.
If they do Tales from the Crib, I hope they don't do that creep show situation where they make the show look not like the show. Like, I just hope they just go back to where it just makes you feel like you want to watch it because it looks like the damn show. That's what I
Yeah.
feel like the creep show doesn't. The creep show is creep. I don't know. It has show with it. So I'm like, the creep show TV show doesn't have that feel to it like the movie does.
Yeah, there is something like with the Creep Show series on Shudder. It's I think it's good, but it is missing something that the original Creep Show has when you're when you're watching those first two movies. But I think the first two seasons they're good for what they are with that series, but after that it's season 3 and 4 are kind of forgettable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen Abigail. It's not a bad movie. I just don't
I
care
still
for the
haven't
acting
seen
in the
that yet.
movie. I just don't care for Risa Mombera, whatever the fuck her name is. I don't really care for her as an actress that much.
Don't
Always find
ever,
her boring.
but never make fun of no cripples. Stunt bait. That's what the world is full of.
Yeah, I still need to see that one, Nightmare Cinema. I kept putting it off because like the artwork just looked really weird to me. Like seeing like this creature with horns on his head and shit in the artwork. But I do hear people speaking about that, It's a horror anthology from like I think like 10 years ago, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the show is pretty disappointing. Rose, it's just it doesn't have that feel to it. It just like it doesn't have that edge. It doesn't have that comic book feel to it. It's missing that shit.
Yeah, I don't blame people for being disappointed with Creepshow, the Shudder series. Like I just, the first two seasons I find to be watchable. There is some creative stuff in there, but as a whole, it's just not all that great. But I don't know. There is some creative things in there in the first two seasons, though. Other than that, when that third season came out, then that fucking god awful fourth season. At this point, they should really call it quits. But I think they're already talking about doing a fifth season.
They're gonna get Ari Aster in there.
I highly doubt that.
Dirk is in the house from Subjective Perspective Collective.
Hey, what's up there, Dirk?
Hey there, Dirk.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope all is well with you, man.
Dirk, you should get Darren on the horn and get him in here. And then this part I never actually got, this fucking Swami dude, trying to discern what's real and not real, and
Yeah, he looks like a trauma regular. Like he's
That
probably
fucking-
never been in a trauma movie, but he looks like he should be, like in every single one.
and that damn mascara that he's on there. So of course it's Peter is the one that's getting the trip, out of that stuff,
All right, Darren's sleeping. You guys gotta wake him up.
Yeah. Sometimes a movie could be overhyped and you may not like it, but a lot of people like it. So like we do have our different opinions on each movie.
And then Sonny Liston actually gets a line. How about some more steam?
Why is this girl throwing a fit over right now?
She's gonna jump off the building.
I'd be like, just jump already. I can't stand hearing you anymore.
Well, they're just making a bet, like if she's gonna do it or not.
I mean, that was like the thing to do. If you caught somebody in the middle of a suicide attempt, it was like, make a bet with the person you're standing next to. I bet you it'll jump. No, they won't. All right, I got $10 on it. Something's wrong with you, man. You got a sheet on you. You look weird.
Hey, Jamie, because that's the name of the film.
Jamie Hart's here. What's up, Jamie? Yeah. Yeah, I bet you're like, Russ, you're gonna have so many views on this stream by the end of the night, and it's gonna be mostly people that checked in, like, what's this head all about? Like, you're gonna have watch, you're gonna hit like 1,000 views on this stream. Yo, Tex, do you own Black Sabbath on Blu-ray?
Not on Blu-ray. I have a DVD of it.
Because I think it's on Amazon for like $13 right now.
Really? That's not
Yeah,
bad.
the Juno Blu-ray. I think it's like 13 or like $12.99 or something like that.
Is that the European cut or the American version?
I think it's the Kino release.
Yeah, but there were like there's two versions of the film. There's a UK or Europe cut, and then there's one
I'll find
the
out in a
American.
second. Is it AIP edition?
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like the English version.
Yeah. See, and they try to make Peter like the fucking smart one, in this. When he said that he was the dummy. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the price went right back up again. So it's not even $13 anymore. It's weird.
They're doing a sale like you buy two things, get 150% off. There were a few different, good titles, but nothing like overtly amazing.
Yeah. Then again, all right, yeah. Now there is another link on Amazon where you can get it for $12.49. See, that's the weird part about Amazon. Like, you can be in like the wrong area and not even know it, and you're like, "Why is that so much money?" But then you find this other cheap link, like it just for the same product. Like, it just doesn't make sense. He's like, "I gotta get out of this box. This is how you get out." Just kicks the door down and was there
And
for
then
the whole time.
he starts fighting these assholes in his factory and shit. Ain't no boxer gonna beat my ass now.
Yeah, it's like turned into like a half-assed James Bond movie now. Yeah, this movie is called Head. It's from 1968. We got about like 10 or 15 minutes left here, I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know what, Jamie? I also got that Dune Steel book. Or the glow in the dark one. I think that's what it was. But yeah, Jamie said she found some stuff at Walmart today. She found Hollow Man Steel book.
Some good deals.
I think that's the steel book she's talking about.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, yeah, it's supposed to glow in the dark. Got not much artwork on the back, really, but Out of all those glow in the dark ones, I don't know. I thought this was the nicest one. It's the only one I picked up.
So now they're back into the desert, and all these people from the different scenes are hanging out there. And Victor
Mostly
Mature
from
is like
earlier on, it looks like.
yeah, like he's I guess the director or whatever. And there's the Coca-Cola machine again.
Okay, so Jamie got the limited edition steelbook, the actual exclusive. I think she's talking about. Okay.
Like Coca-Cola. They always put Coca-Cola machines in every movie all the time.
Yeah, Jamie, I don't know if you've seen Saw X yet, but you might end up enjoying that one. I was really surprised with that one.
I was bummed out that there's no new one coming out this year. That was one of the movies I was hyped for.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna work on that though. Make sure they do it right. You know.
It better be a good ending, because damn, like now I have to wait another year all the way till September. Because I know like this year it's 40th anniversary for the first movie.
Yeah.
I have my own prediction ending, which would be pretty badass. And I don't want to spoil it the ending for anybody.
Hey, what's up, Sean? 420.
Like I enjoy doing it. It's not everybody's cup of tea of a movie, because I know a lot of people don't like sci-fi movies. Like a lot of people love horror movies, action movies, but I thought it was pretty good.
You talking about the original Dune?
No, the new one, because they're discussing
Okay.
the comments. Because they're discussing the comments about it.
Yeah, I like the new Dune movies. I think they're way better than what David Lynch, released. But it's not really, like I understand that Lynch really didn't get to make the movie that he really wanted to. He had a lot of distractions and things interfering with that. But I mean, to me, watching the new Dune movies compared to his is like, wow, it's like a complete difference, and it's like a night and day difference for me, really. Because I really do enjoy the story of Dune, but it was when I watch Lynch's, it's just like sometimes it can be hard to get through. Like I can still watch, Lynch's movie, but it can be a little tough to get through sometimes.
So see, it all goes around full circle.
Yeah, back at the fucking bridge opening again.
See, and that's who they are actually
Um,
running from.
And P Rich is here from the
Yep.
Hatchet Boys. What's up, P?
Yeah, today's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Yeah, it's gonna be Father's Day for me in 15 minutes. So yeah, happy Father's Day. Well, yeah, if you guys aren't doing anything tomorrow night, we'll be streaming on my channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for John Wick Chapter 2. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, The Wraith from 1986. That's a really cool, like a really cool 80s car movie. You know, with Charlie Sheen's in that, a couple other people, Clint Howard. That's also a Vestron title. We're coming up on the end of the movie here, it looks like. Yeah, thank you, Jamie. I didn't mind sitting down and watching this, but this isn't typically something I would normally watch. But like, I think you should already know too. Like I've told you before, like I'm not really big on musicals and movies. It's not really like a genre that like I will sit down and watch and really be into. But like, I really didn't mind watching this. But at the same time, it was really hard to figure out what the fuck was going on.
there's no real plot to it though. That's the thing, you know. Just this.
I mean, I tried my best to make sense of it, and it was just, it fell apart,
It's all good.
But, I really do like, like the psychedelic, elements about it and stuff. Like, this really is like, like in a way, like a timepiece, as far as movies go. And, like, wasn't this like a big thing back then during this time too, to make movies like this?
Right. Written and produced by Bob Rafelson and Jack Nicholson. So you can blame Jack. You can't blame me.
Yeah, it was cool to see Jack Nicholson and Dennis Hopper, pop up there briefly. But yeah, I'm more into like movies where you get a nice heavy story to get into and stuff. Like I don't know, man. This movie could have you running around in circles. Yeah, for anyone who is not familiar with Head, now you know what Head is.
You're welcome, Chester.
Yeah, thanks for everyone who came by and hung out with us tonight. Thank you, Chris, Chester, Rosalia.
Thank you, Rosalia.
P. Rich, Dirk, Sean 420, Russell, Zodiac, Jamie Hart, Jimmy as usual too, James
Jimmy.
Van Dusen,
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny's he's always here too from the Wild Guys, but yeah. So it's another stream down.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Oh fuck! You know what? I forgot to do something before we started. So I guess I'm gonna have to end with that. But there is this.
Swamp Queef. Don't fuck with Swamp Queef. When you're in the swamp, it's me that queef. Swamp Queef.
But I did forget to where the fuck is it? Oh yes.
Can you dig it? Do you know? Would you care to let it show?
Not since the Ten Commandments. If you liked Covered Wagon,
Wanting to be, to hear and to see.
Beyond From Here to Eternity, they can't be the Marx Brothers, they're too young. Columbia Pictures presents The Monkees. Mickey, Davy, Mike, Peter in Head. That's right, Head. What's it all about? Only Victor Mature's hairdresser knows for sure.
Are you kidding?
Looks like a nice guy, and I like his smile. Go on, see if you can hit me, just once, just once.
Don't, Davy. Please don't.
Head is the most extraordinary adventure, western, comedy, love story, mystery, drama, musical, documentary, satire ever filmed.
So that sort of explains it a little bit, that it's, only Victor Mature's hairdresser knows for sure. Obviously,
I mean, that explains more than the actual movie does. So yeah.
And the same goes for Christmas. So, there we go.
It's we're a month away from Christmas in July. So
That's right. Because I know Chris is going to be spending his hard-earned money on that opera. Dirk probably as well.
Monkey Queef.
Do say the same time. There we are. Womp womp womp.
Monkey Queef. Monkey do.
Chris, there's no maybe with you. It is buy or die. Just kidding. Sean 428 is not really a ripoff from Help, but it's a weird film, which we just experienced. So there we go. Zodiac, John Goochman. There we go. Roseanne Barqueef.
John Goochman on the Rosalia show.
Yeah, there we go. John Queefman.
Yeah, one day we got to do a watch party for Queef and Hooker. Where's that at?
Want a date? Want a date? I loved in the video store when they came out and you had that box and you'd press that button and it would say that. Want a date? Want a date?
Fucking Frank and Hooker. There it is. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Even if you're a virgin, it's highly recommended.
Lo and behold, Frankenhooker. Want a date?
I mean, the opening shot, somebody gets killed with a lawnmower. So right off the bat, you know what you get.
The whole deal is like, get out of the way. No. Get out of the way. Don't turn it up. Or whatever.
I just love that scene when they smoke the super crack and all the hookers start exploding and shit.
Yeah, that guy James Lorenz, man, he's hilarious. 'Cause he was in Jerky Boys, and wasn't he in Street Trash for a little bit?
Yeah, he's a guy that's like working with the mafia, and he like ends up like having like this alleyway affair with his wife or something. Like it's really fucking weird.
He's so funny, like in Jerky Boys, because he plays the character Brett Weir, and they go to this nightclub or whatever, and they're like looking for him and stuff, but they're sitting at this table, and fucking Tom Jones comes out, and he's playing "Are You Gonna Go My Way" by Lenny Kravitz, and he looks over at the two, the two Jerky Boys, and he points at him, and then they point back at him, and then like Brett Weir's looking at him like, what the fuck? How do they know him?
But yeah, so tomorrow night I'll be watching John Wick Chapter 2 on my channel, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think P Rich has got a stream going on too or something. But yeah. And then we'll be right back at whatever it is we do with the rest of the week. I don't know, you got something lined up for Wednesday, Tex?
I'm working on it. There's one thing that
we should do Gummo.
Wow, that's another idea. That wasn't kind of what I had planned, but we could do that.
I say we do Gummo or I Drink Your Blood. One of those two. Something.
People,
they're both bizarre, so we should do one of those.
People, thought this one was weird. Fuck, we do, Gummo. Like, smells like baked ham.
Yeah, right. I feel like that is like sense of smell just turn into that from watching that movie. Or you might know what a lesbian cat smells like after watching that movie.
I want a mustache, damn it. I want to look like Burt Reynolds.
Fucking
don't
that is a fucking
Damn, I could just do the whole movie here right now,
Yes, Jesus loves me. Remember Nick, like one girl, like a girl with the challenges or whatever, she starts singing that song. It's so awkward.
How about I drink your beers? Okay. Night, Chester. Have you ever seen Perry Farrell's The Gift? Yeah, a long time ago. I'm not, seeing him and Casey shooting heroin is not my idea of a good time. But at least she got away from him and cleaned herself up. Apparently he's cleaned up stuff and has kids, so You don't want to be around, be parents and shooting up heroin. Let that be a lesson to you, people.
Yeah, don't have kids. Just shoot up heroin.
But yeah, no Father's Day for me because I hate my father. Yay!
At least you got something in common with Luke Skywalker, you know.
Yeah, it's true, right?
But yeah, whenever you want to end this, I guess, or whenever you want to call it quits or whatever.
Yeah, I will in just just a couple of minutes. Rose has been great tonight. Dirty Sanchez Harry. That's perfect. That should be a movie.
Or a T-shirt.
Yep.
Dirty Sanchez, Harry, and the Hendersons.
Oh, that would be good too. Yeah, Juno said he suffered through that Sasquatch sunrise or whatever the fuck that was called.
Sasquatch Sunrise.
That
Sounds
movie,
terrible.
that movie was awful, man. Like, that makes Skinamarink a masterpiece. It's that bad. And I'm surprised Jesse Eisenberg's in that movie as one of the Sasquatch. Like, what made him take that role? Being one of the Sasquatch.
Well, I guess they weren't going to make Harry and the Hendersons 3, so probably that's why he took the role.
That was like probably the dumbest movie I've seen this year so far.
Special appearance by John Malkovich as the Beaver.
Yeah, that movie is bad, man. Like, and I heard when that movie was being released in theaters, some people walked out in the premiere or something. So it shows you that it's that bad of a movie.
Well, I mean, when I saw the trailer, I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" You know.
All it is, Sean, it's just Sasquatches walking around in nature, screwing each other, eating berries, and moaning, grunting, and that's it.
Yeah, bunch of people talking about
That's what the movie is.
dingleberries.
Yeah, they're eating dingleberries, they're eating all the fruity stuff. That's it. It's just
They're
that's
eating
it.
each other's dingleberries.
That's horrible. No good.
Finding Bigfoot's more exciting. If I would I'd rather just go record, go to the forest and find Bigfoot myself. That'll be more exciting than Sasquatch Sunset.
I don't know. That thing looked just awfully too ridiculous for me. And then since you've seen it, then I know, like, probably I shouldn't see it. I might be scarred for life.
Yeah. I don't even care for Skinamarink, even though I'd rather watch that than Sunset Sasquatch.
Yeah, I still haven't seen Skinny Skating Rink at all.
Pretty much Skinamarink is just pretty much like this. You don't see me, but you just see that throughout the movie. And just weird
I
noise.
know Shudder did a live stream that was like Skinamarink related, and it was just a camera pointed at a room that had a TV on with all the lights off, so you could see the light illuminating from the TV, and you could see it had some heavy grain in it, and all you heard in that moment was the TV on. And it's just like, you know, you got all these people in this stream, and it's like, all right, is something gonna walk into this room or what? Like, nothing ever happened.
Yep.
But I don't know, man. Somebody sold that concept, and they made money off of it somehow. Somebody did it.
Which I don't understand, but yeah, that's filmmaking now.
Yeah, some very daring stuff.
Skin a marink in the kitchen sink.
But I'm gonna have to get off of here in a minute. So yeah. So I mean, tomorrow I'll just send you guys the link for the stream at 10 o'clock and all that. But yeah, before you know it, it'll be tomorrow night again.
Yep. Skin and bequeath. There we go. Skin at Max Ring.
All right, guys. I'm gonna have to hop off of here. Oh,
yeah.
Have a good night, Sean.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads and the single moms too, because they do double duty. And you know.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. I'm gonna have to get off of here. So yeah, I'll text you guys tomorrow with the link for the stream. And yeah, everyone in the stream, thanks for hanging out. Take care and have a good night.
All righty, brother.
All right, later, guys.
All right. Good night, everybody. Have a great Sunday and stuff.